Good morning. Excuse me. I came on to talk this morning about coons. My definition of coon is someone, a black person, who does not like themselves and they do not like other people that look like them. They don't like any other black person, whether they look like them per se or not. Um, Coons, you can look at them daily. You can look at them on a daily basis. You can find them at work. You can find them at church. That's if you have a mixed crowd at church. You can find, well, you can even tell by the way they talk, even if there's no white people around. I can get on that subject too. You can find them anywhere you go. You can find them at the stores. I had a particular incident yesterday that happened while I was doing volunteer work, and there was a black woman there who we were in a room of all Caucasian people and people from foreign descent who had straight hair, and we were the only two people who were brown. I'll say she was a colored omen, and I'm black. And this woman, she is she she's more than a coon. She's more than a mammy. She's more than religiously crazy. It was just hell. Volunteering yesterday. Excuse me. This woman would scream to the top of her lungs, "Oh, I just love y'all. I just love you. I love you. I love you. I love you." And she was the only person doing it. Nobody else was doing all of that. They weren't hollering, "Oh, we love you." Oh boy, now that's telling right there. They when you see people like that, you can imagine where they stood in days of slavery and plantation days and all of that. And I think that a lot of the stuff that's in the Bible, causes a lot of that because black people will out Muhammad, they'll out Pope the Pope. They will take a verse like slaves obey your masters, and they take that and they live it. But in my estimation, Christianity is something that has caused a lot of wars, and all religions have caused a lot of wars, as in saying my God is better than your God, so we're gonna fight, put them up, or better yet, we're gonna shoot. But if your God is better than my God, why don't y'all let the gods fight it out and we just live? But anyway, this woman is just religiously crazy. We were in a situation where everyone was asked to clean up, but our duty that we were there for was to learn something. Rather than learn, she cleaned up the entire place. And it's like if a white person drops something, she's immediately jumping down on the ground to pick it up. And she's like 60 something years old, and there was a white guy who passed out or fell down. She jumped to the ground and heroically saved him from falling 2 more inches. I'm not tearing up my back for nobody. If I don't know the proper way to help you, then you better try to figure how to get up. Unless it was an old person, I'm still not going to hurt myself. I'm going to figure out how to help you more quicker. But anyway, everybody ain't Master Charlie, and she is one for the record. I say she's religiously crazy because, like, if a black person yawns around her, she'll look up at the sky and start praying, send that spirit back to where it came from, send it home with her. And I got a chance to ask her, what does that mean when you do that? And she goes, you didn't know it was no spirits in the world. I said, are they good spirits or bad spirits? And then she said, you know, like that's just her way of not talking about it because she don't want to tell the truth. But I think religion has a lot of people messed up. And like I said, we take religion all the way to the hilt. I think white people basically go to church for an hour and then they go home and do whatever else they were going to do. I think I think white people can use religion as a tool for strength. And I think black people use it as a tool to be submissive and get slapped around and turn the other cheek. White people will tell you that the Bible was used to make them feel supreme, and it tells them that they're supreme to the rest of the world. And hey, you know, when they write the book, if you wrote the book, what would you say? I mean, probably us as black people, we wouldn't say that. We would be fair, I think. I think that black people are very fair. I mean, what do you call it when the police kills your son and then the black person is already hugging the officer and saying, I forgive you, even though the police hasn't asked for forgiveness. And then turn right around and a black person can step on your toe. And you all about getting the gat. You know, you want to get the gun and shoot him and kill him. So, I mean, we have been thoroughly indoctrinated that not to love our own selves. And, of course, not to love anybody that looks like us. So, having to be able to relate to anything from Africa is even more. I mean, we've been taught in America that Africa is even bad, and you know that we were stupid over there. I mean, just from me watching Tarzan, we've been indoctrinated, whether you know it or not. I didn't know it. I didn't know I had been. But I think back of images I got of Africa. It was of Tarzan and all of that stuff, and I didn't even realize it had affected me. And I am of the thought that we should probably forgive people who haven't arrived at a place of knowledge yet. But it's very difficult, you know, when you're dealing with a woman or a man, anybody can be a coon, who berates you and extols the other. At least you could be equal and say, I love this about this person, I love that about that person. But actually, you don't even have to be talking about love. When you're in a professional environment, I think the best thing to do would be stick to the plan. You know, what are we here for? What are we here for? And I just feel like I'm leaving something out of this video. So I'm going to call this Coon 1. And I will be back to talk about more. But for all of you people out there who are coons and you know you're a coon, all you have to do is stand in the mirror, look in the mirror, and love on you. Don't come out from the mirror until you love what you see. Study on yourself. Find out more about you. Find out about the schools that we built in Africa, our ancestors built in Africa. You have a lot of inner strength that you're not aware that you have. Very strong. You're very strong. And and just tap into that. Tap into who you are. It's okay to love other people. I see beauty in other people. I definitely do. But you got to see beauty in you too. Okay, I do. I see the beauty in you. Love all of y'all. Bye.